Play something. Somebody play something.
Oh, shit, It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pickle Rick show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show, bitch. Hey guys, welcome into the Rick and Morty fan show. We got a good show tonight planned. We're going to do Rick and Morty trivia, which is something I've never done before. It's the first ever Rick and Morty fan show trivia championships. Whoever wins will get added into the bowl for the big prize, which we're going to draw on June 20th, which is the start of the Rick and Morty season 5, as everyone should know. So before we get to the competition, the trivia, I just want to tell people some new things. As you guys know, we're part of Fandom Empire, which is the channel we go on here. If you guys can, click subscribe. The more subscribers we get helps the channel a lot. Make sure you throw in likes. I can see I got as many likes as I have in the channel at the moment, so you guys are doing a good job with that on this video. But if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would help out big time. Also, you'll notice we have Patreon. Well, you can subscribe to Patreon. We're going to post a link up here at the end of the show. I don't want anybody to be scrolling in the chat while they're trying to figure out their answers. So at the end of the show, I'm going to link Patreon. If you want to subscribe to Patreon, I'm going to be doing an extra show once a month, and only Patreon subscribers will get it. You can sign up for Patreon for as little as $3 and all the way up to, I think the main one is like $13, $14, but it shows you all the perks you get there. You'll see it in the link after. I'll remind you guys at the end of the show as well, all this information. So if you want to subscribe to Patreon, I know my good buddy Lance already did, and he'll have his name in our Patreon subscribers page, which is on every show. So Lance, you're famous. You're famous, Lance. You're going to be on every show now, Lance. Also, guys, if you want to get something read, even in the middle of our trivia, like I got to take a pause for if you guys throw super chats in the channel. So, even if you want to throw a super chat in the middle, stop the competition. I need more time to think about it, whatever. Throw in a super chat there. I appreciate it. Helps me, helps the channel, helps me put together things for all these giveaways. I mean, I can certainly guarantee that if I was making a ton more money, I'd be doing a ton more giveaways. But that's all. That's the housekeeping for today. I'm really excited to get into this trivia championship. I'm going to do 2 rounds today, I think. I drew up 4 rounds. The 4 rounds are all 4 seasons. There's a question from every single episode of Rick and Morty. So you got to know all the seasons. You got to know all the episodes. And I think they're fairly. I think there's a range of fairly easy to fairly hard questions. I don't know if there's anything crazy. I didn't go with anything that's like, hey, how exactly long is the scene where Morty and Rick fight in the shower naked? Like, is it 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Is it no? I didn't do that. And I think I only have 1 or 2 cast questions. It's mostly stuff you see in the episodes. So it should be stuff that you guys can all access and should all know if you guys are, if you guys have watched the episodes 100 times each like I have. So if you're not going to join in for the answers for the trivia, that's fine. It's going to be fun. We're going to go over a whole bunch of parts that happened in Rick and Morty. So there should be some laughs in there too. So I guess without further ado, let's get to the trivia. I'm going to take a break in between round 1 and 2. So in between season 1 and season 2, I'm going to take a little break. I got my phone in the chat here, so I should be able to monitor the correct answers. This is how it's going to go. I'm going to write everyone's name in that says that they want in. So if you want in the competition, say, I'm in right now. I'm in, or I'm ready to go, whatever. Type that in. So we got LR here. So I'm going to write all your names down. So type I'm in if you want in. Because this is how...
Trick number 50. Watch us make this wall just disappear.
Oh my God, I'm watching my own video. Okay. Okay, so I got Leslie in. And who else we got here? Justin, Misty, Alex. Also, this is how it's going to go. We're going to give 2 points out to the first person who answers every question correctly. 1 point to the next people who answer correctly. So you can still, you don't have to be the first person. Not everybody's got the crazy typing skills. Someone's going to get awarded for those skills, but just keep answering, even if even if someone already said it, type it. Plus, you might have the same answer. So first person to get it right, going to get 2 points. I'll check off 2 little marks here. And everyone else after that, until we get to the next question, will get 1 point if they get it correct. All right. And Jody. And my man, DMT. And, if you guys, if anyone here is like, oh, but I'm not going to win, or, oh, if you're really competitive, it's just an exercise for fun, guys. Like, let's not get too crazy about, it was 10 seconds, no, and, that sort of second, like, this person was late, my thing's not working. Don't get frustrated. It's all for fun. All right, so far I have LR in, Justin, Misty, Alex, Brenda, Jody, and DMT. Alex, Justin, I think that's right. Oh, I didn't write Lance in here. Of course Lance is in. Why wouldn't Lance be in? Kyle's in. Kyle, I haven't seen Kyle in there. Oh, Alan. Can't forget you too. Yeah, haven't seen Kyle. Welcome if you haven't been here before. I don't think you've been here before, or under another name, who knows. Or you're just a member of our community from all of our other shows, who knows. And I know Fat Pat just jumped in to say hi, so he won't be here. All right, so if I notice another name, I'll mark it in, but that's what I got in so far. So, question the first. Okay. Morty, in the pilot episode, shoots one of the bugs in the airport's legs off. He's going to die. What is the name of that alien? Morty shoots him. He's bleeding to death. And a couple of other aliens come to rescue him. They say, call his wife and kids. It's all part of that gag. What is that bug's name? I believe they're called Gromphlomites. But either way, that's not the point. The point is, what is the character's name that Morty blows off his legs? Oh, man. Not seeing anyone get it here yet. Tick-tock. He's bleeding to death. I remember that. I like these answers. Yeah, like guys, just throw out a name if you don't remember. Yeah, you're right, Justin. He does look like a mosquito. Melissa Todd says Jasper. Why not? Just throw it out there. Why not? Why not? I mean, I didn't say you had a limit on answers, so I mean, you could always go. I do know one person has it right so far. And let's tie. Let's call the time on that one. The first one to successfully get this was Alan, who has Glenn. The name is Glenn. Glenn's bleeding to death. Call his wife and family. It was Glenn. So Jody happened to answer after, and Alan was the first one to answer that question. Misty has Steve. Have not, just checking out. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that, Kyle. All right, guys. Okay. Question number 2. So this comes from the second episode. Now, this one, don't just tell me the character, because the show has a name, not just named after the character. What is Mr. Goldenfold's favorite TV show, or the TV show that he falls asleep on the couch to? There's only one TV show I could be referring to. What does Mr. Goldenfold watch? He's watching a TV show. He falls asleep on the couch. They come in. The TV show stars a certain character that says, "You don't know me." But what is the show name? Oh, man. Oh, there we go. We've got some answers coming in here. I think my chat on my phone goes slower than the one on the screen. All right, let's do. I gotta find something to fill the dead air here. I can't just wait in for these things. Looks like a lot of people think that the show is called Mrs. Pancakes. It's not quite. That's not quite correct. It's delayed like 15 seconds. It says, "We are Contour." Well, that doesn't give you an excuse not to get it right, asshole. By the way, that asshole is my brother, so I'm allowed to say that. It's just how we talk to each other. It's just how it works. Check out his band, though, if you have The Fabulous Life of Mrs. Pancakes. Good answer, good answer. Check out my brother's band, Contour, actually. I think you can find him on Instagram. Yeah. All right, I'm going to call it here, and Alan is jumping out to a big lead because it is The Days and Nights of Mrs. Pancakes. It does say it during the episode. Obviously, it only says it once. Alan got it right. I saw Lance also typed in The Days and Nights of Mrs. Pancakes. And We Are Contour got it wrong like 5 times. And Misty says The Adventure of Mrs. Pancakes. Yeah, why not? Like, it's good. Throw out some answers out there. So, Alan gets that one right as well. All right, so we move on to Anatomy Park. Anatomy Park, fantastic episode. Loved watching it. It was great. We did a good. This one's. I don't know. This one. These questions might be testing you guys a little much. 103. What food did Annie sell in Anatomy Park? So what food? Annie is the girl who Morty was hoping to get to both of her nipples. Also, the one with the puffy vagina. What food did she sell? I'll give you a hint. She got in trouble. She got in trouble at the stand, the food stand that sells Corn, falafel, watermelon. Oh, what else we got here? Churro stand, churros, sausages, churros, watermelon, corn, the churro stand. Oh, I don't have Mr. Conway in here, Matt Conway in here. I'll have to write your name in. And Matt Conway joining us is correct. It is the churro stand. He is the first person to type in the churro stand. Also credit to Lance, who spelled churros with a 5, but I'll take it. We are Contour. I'll write you down as Contour. You also got that right. You're right. Yeah, Alan says written up several times. I thought he meant on here, but no, she was written up several times for her conduct at the churro stand. And I will give 1 point to everyone else who was able to say churros. I think I got everyone, but Alex. Oh my God, yes. Written up several times for conduct at the churro stand. But of course, they shouldn't have been so worried about her, because it was really Poncho who was fucking up everything. He was the real Dennis Nedry in this. Matt Conway says, sorry, I'm late to the party. You know what, buddy? You came in the second question and you jumped in and answered it right. So you're doing just fine. Mr. Matt Conway, thank you for the super chat. All right, question number 4. What ingredient, and I will say, guys, you can spell this whatever way as long as I can tell what you're saying. It's actually, this is a hard question, so let's see who can get this one. What ingredients does Rick tell the Zygerians to mix in order to make the concentrated dark matter? I can tell you there are 3 ingredients that he tells them to mix in order to make them blow up. And I found out later they're actually real things. I thought they were weird sci-fi things that were made up, but they're actually real things. I mean, the bottled water is obviously a real thing, but the other things are also real. Yes, Matt, yeah, he steals the tuberculosis, which is normally apparently dormant in some people, and that's actually a real fact about some people, not every person. All right, I got a combination of a lot of people saying, let's see. I'm going to give the point here. Looks like Alan's the first one in. He says plutonic quartz, cesium, and bottled water, which are the 3. I don't know how to spell them correctly, so you guys aren't required to spell them properly either. But that is a good answer for Alan. Let's see. Let me just make sure I cut it off here before other people answer after I told them it was correct. So Alan will get that point. We Are Contour says plutonium, quartz, and dark matter, and water bottle. You missed cesium, water, cesium, and I'll take this answer from Jody. So 1 answer for Alan, 1 answer for Jody, 1 for Lance. Matt Conway. Oh, no, he got it before the cutoff point here. I got the cutoff point. So let's cut off right before DMT here. All right. So you've had a point here, point here, point here. Point for Mr. Alex. Brenda says water, cesium. Oh, and plutonium, a plutonic quartz. I will take that answer though. I didn't know what that last word was, but no, I'm bad. I'm bad at reading, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Won't happen again. That's okay, Lance. If if you're trying to get the 2 points, you need to make sure you get it in first. But if you're putting it in after, you still get the 1 point. So 1.2, almost everyone got that one right. So that's good. I guess everyone trusted in Alan's answer, or they all had it. You guys had it pretty quick. Now, this one is kind of a softball. So we're gonna give a short timeline on this one. A short time. How many schmeckles does Slippery Stare cost, Mr. Rick Sanchez? How many schmeckles? Come on. It's also the same cost as the lady's big boobies that Mr. Booby Buyer wants to buy for how many schmeckles? How many schmeckles? Before he disappears into the ceiling, which makes no sense. And when you watch it, it fucking looks like it doesn't belong in there at all. Misty Stone says 10,000 schmeckles. I don't think that Rick won that many schmeckles, but all right. I will cut it off right here. It is... Oh. Most of us got it right. The first person to get it right, Alex. Good answer, Alex. Also, 1 for Mr. Allen, 1 for Mr. Jody. Justin Turner says 50. We Are Contour says 35. Kyle, 25. Misty Stone says 25 before the cutoff, which I know, right when I say the answer and I say, okay, we're done, I look at which comment is in by then, and then I cut it off. So if you guys are wondering, you guys can get it way after I said it was right. That's when I say the answer, I know which one to cut it off at. So you guys could have posted 1, no, 2, no, 3, no, 4, but that would, you probably wouldn't have been right. So let's just mark down the rest of the points here. Yeah, this one here. Mr. Matt Conway, point for you. Point for Mr. Justin. And Mr. Contour gets in here right at the end. They cut it right before here. All right. 25 schmeckles. Yeah. Oh, no, I had Alan. You said you were before Missy. I had Alex first. The first one appearing up here on my screen. Alex Roof gets the 2 points for that one. Just to run over the points, I'll do that when we're at the end of round 1, which we're gonna have to start speed up here. Producer Sean told me that this was gonna take a long time, and of course I didn't believe him. But whatever. What? Points. Yes. What kind of music does Davin listen to after saving horses at the horse place? This is in the Love Potion number 9, or Rick Potion number 9 episode. Davin, the guy who seems to be cheating with Beth, but I don't think is. She doesn't seem to be really that into him in this timeline, at least. Davin listens to what kind of weird, fucked up music I've never heard of and I still don't know? Oh, Alan says he answered while I was saying it. Is that true? Oh, well, it doesn't show up in the timeline that way. It shows up as Alex Roof answering first. And we're going to cut it off right here. And Mr. Allen is going to get that one correct. Jody says classical. He does not listen to classical. He listens to African dream pop, which is really friggin' weird. Apparently, the music from that episode, there is music in that episode that is classified as African dream pop. So I thought that was interesting. Justin Turner says jazz. Where are we here? Misty. Misty gets a point. And Matt Conway also in there with a point. All right, guys. Jazz, Al Green. I should ask Lance what type of music he listens to. He'll probably know. So in the Gazorpazorp episode, what is the punishment for having bad bangs? Which I feel like if I put my bangs in front here, I would have bad bangs. What would the punishment be for having bangs as bad as mine? Rick thought he was going to be off the hook here. He thought, well, it's punishment, not so bad. But, of course, the punishment for farting is death. But the punishment for bad bangs is what? Alex Roof comes in. He says the cold shoulder. This is pretty close, but it's labeled as the silent treatment. So I'm going to say it's the silent treatment. I'm marking it right here where right before Lance got in. Lance, you were just a little bit too slow. Maybe, I don't know. But we do know the first one to answer in was Alan. Alan, you must have a time machine or something. You got the best bandwidth. You got the best connection or something, because you are always first. You're the quick trigger, buddy. Alan in with the silent treatment. Matt Conway was the second person in, so I will give him a point. Jody in there with the silent treatment. Justin says torture. I mean, I don't know if you have a girlfriend or a wife or husband or boyfriend or whatever, Justin, but you're right. The silent treatment is literally torture for your significant other. I know I use the silent treatment whenever I need to, and it's pretty fucking terrible for your loved ones. I highly recommend the silent treatment if you want to get stuff going. Where were we here? Where were we? Oh, so Mr. Contour in there. Brenda with a point. All right. And Leslie with a point. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a typer either, buddy. Lance says I just can't type. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe someday we can have a in-person one. You can come in from Calgary. We'll do it in person. You can win then. I don't know if you guys have seen Lance's weird, ridiculous collection, but it's his Rick and Morty collection is ridiculous. So his knowledge is probably vast. Let's get to this is from the first interdimensional cable. Whose yacht is Jerry on when he is banging Kristen Stewart? I thought that might be a fun question to throw in there. So he's on someone's yacht and he's banging Kristen Stewart, and could be hers, could be anyone's. Could be a famous celebrity. Who knows? Who's in with it first? Who knows whose yacht? That's Jerry, not the Jerry we know, because he's a fucking loser. He'd never be banging Kristen Stewart. But one version is on a yacht. Jody has a good answer. That's Sleepy Gary. That's not the correct answer. I probably shouldn't say that, but probably shouldn't answer in the middle of that. But that is not the correct one. Sleepy Jerry. And a lot of people are saying Johnny Depp. He likes to do cocaine with Johnny Depp, but in fact, Alan and Mr. Matt Conway, Alan coming in there first, but Mr. Matt Conway also in there. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. He says specifically, you'd be doing surgery on real people, but I'd be on Leo DiCaprio's yacht banging Kristen Stewart, and then shows us the nice footage of him banging Kristen Stewart. So it is. The answer is Leonardo DiCaprio, and they don't go to see Chewbacca, but maybe they'll get to see Chewbacca next time. So yeah, I got that one in here. You guys are gonna have to catch up to Alan. He's really taking it. Mr. Matt Conway, I got silent treatment first. I have the screenshot. Matt, you did get silent treatment. Oh, sorry. Oh, you got silent treatment first. I will go back and check that. Especially since you threw in a super chat there. Oh, yeah, see on mine? I could show you. On mine, it shows that Alan got there first. Oh, I guess you won't see it because it's shiny and weird. You know what? I'll hang on to that. Mr. Matt Conway, I'll hang on to that. And if you can get closer to Mr. Allen, who is 8 points ahead of everybody, then I will maybe try to look it up and figure it out. But right now, it's not going to matter. It's fucking Allen is really killing it. But to stick on there, let's keep on going with this. We're having fun. It's a good time. Thank you for the super chat there, Matt Conway, big supporter. Well, one of my number one fans. All right. Oh, it shows that on Mr. Contour as well. All right. Okay. Well, I'll figure that out. Or whatever. Maybe that would be a point. I'll just put a little star here and remember it at the end if I can. All right. What is the website? What is the website of the devil? He gets bought out by Google. And yeah, that's true. The screen might show it differently. It's not a big deal, guys. It's not a big deal. We're just chomping away at this. We're having fun. And I'm going to go very specific with spelling on this one because there's a little trick to this. What is the devil's website that gets bought by Google after the store gets fucked up? Remember, the spelling, very important. Jesus Christ, my kids are up there killing each other or something. If you hear the dum 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 dum, that's my own Morty and Summer upstairs beating the shit out of each other. I'm going to cut it off right there. It is Needful, spelled with 3s. From what I have here on Contour was the first person to answer that one. Contour with the 2 points. I also got in a couple here. Mr. Lance. Alex. DMT, you're in a little bit late with that one. DMT, I love you, but you're shit at trivia. I'm just kidding. This is once again, guys, this. We're doing trivia here, but it's not really a trustful medium of doing it on this way. Don't take it too seriously if it doesn't work out. It's just YouTube. There's nothing we can do about it, It's coming up my way. Sometimes our chat screws up, but it's the first person that comes up on my little screen here. Like I said, there's not much of a debate so far since Alan could probably take 3 questions off and still be ahead. All right. And 2 more questions in round number 1. We might not even make it through round number 2. Doesn't look like it, but having a good time. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. All right. The next question, episode number 10. What band does Rick say is worse than the sound of a bunch of Mortys being tortured? He's being put there. He says you know, he's got that giggling fucking crab monster that kind of looks like something from Neverending Story 2, those giant fucking lobster things. I'm pretty sure that's what that reference is for. But the giggling fucking crab thing laughs at it. The first joke he tells, says it looks like payday at Neverland Ranch. The second joke is that it's the tortured Mortys sound better than what band? And I probably agree myself. So if you want to throw that in there. Matt, are you the only one who said .com on your needful.com? That might have to be taken into consideration too. Needful.com. It is needful.com. All right. Alan's in here throwing in his answers 3-4 times now just to make sure. He's a quick draw. Alex says Nickelback. That could be true too. I actually I can't lie. I was actually kind of a fan of Nickelback. That first song got played on the radio like every other song on the radio in Canada here because Nickelback is Canadian. So we had an extra dose of Nickelback. We had like fucking way too much Nickelback. All right, let's cut it here. I probably should have done it earlier. Alan was the first person in here with Mumford and Sons. In fact, he beat everybody twice before someone else said it once. Jody in there. Let's see. Jody, Brenda in there. Don't worry about it, Matt. Don't worry about it. You know what? I honestly, it's a good thing I'm not playing here. My brother in the chat here, Mr. Contour, he can attest to the fact that I am a sore fucking loser, and sometimes I don't play games ever again if I'm not good at them, and I usually opt to play games that I am good at because I'm fairly competitive as well. All right, let's get on to the last question of round one, and I will recap the scores. And I think we're going to have to save round two for another day, which means we'll have 4 trivia contests. We could have 4 of them before we get to season 5. That's pretty exciting, guys. All right, what complimentary treat does the captain offer when the Titanic does not sink? So the Titanic doesn't sink, and everyone is offered something in order to replace the value of the fact that they didn't have the Titanic sink. Some complimentary this. We Are Contour says, never play Monopoly with us, guys. Yeah, I'm not, I don't play Monopoly with me. I'm pretty fucking brutal when people don't trade with me. Wine brownies. James Cameron onion rings. And I got, let's call it. It is James Cameron onion rings. I have Matt here. The first person to say it I had was Alan again. Alan's just a fucking man. He's you know what? This is what's gonna happen when we play the second round. We'll play, and definitely Alan can come and play again. But we'll find out who the next person is, and then we'll do 4 competitions, and then we'll have 4 champions, and we'll have them face off. Why not that? I don't know. We'll work something out there. But Alan did get it right. It was James Cameron onion rings, which he says really fucking weird. If you recall, he kind of like stumbles on that line a little bit. Lance and Matt were both in there with James Cameron onion rings. Jody was in there. Let's see. Lance, Matt. Misty. All right. So I am, I could go back and verify these results, but they're pretty fucking telling. Alan with 19 points in 11 questions, which means he came first in, I think, all but 2 or 3 of them. So Alan, you were the quick draw. You were the man. Number 2 is Matt Conway with 7 points. I got Jody in third with 6 points. Lance in fourth. Lance and Contour and Alex all in with 5 points. Some of the ones after that, even up to that, I probably don't know if I got all those entirely correctly. I could go back and match it, but it looks like Alan was the big winner, and so big props to him for knowing all the questions really quick. Did not answer one wrong, so I gotta verify that this guy is the Rick and Morty trivia champion for today, guys. That was a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun, and this is probably one of our better episodes for the chat going on. It was great. Thank you for showing up. If I could get, do I got Mr. Sean here? Sean, are you in here? He is. I think I saw. Anyways. No, I don't want it. I don't want you to end the episode. I want you to throw the Patreon link up there. Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding. I'm always busting Sean's balls, but that's because he's actually the guy who basically sets everything up, so I really have no reason to do it. If you go to the Patreon, I am going to do an extra episode this month at the end of May. I'm not sure exactly the date yet, but only for Patreon subscribers will get this episode. So you can sign up for as little as $3. I think it's in US dollar. But you will get an extra exclusive episode. You'll get your name up on my page here every time an episode drops. If you caught it, I don't know if we did it at the start here, but Lance is already in on that. So he's got his name. He's famous, guys. He's famous. He's on our show and he's famous. So yeah, you can sign up for Patreon, get that extra episode. You also can get a lot of extra perks. If you're into horror or Star Wars or any other fandoms, we have lots of stuff up there on Fandom Empire, the channel. And you can get a lot of extra shows, a lot of extra swag and cool stuff. Matt Conway says, Alan is the Rick and Morty Nerd King. Alan is the Rick and Morty Nerd King. He had everyone right, which, like this, these were my fastball. Like this was my strikeout pitches, guys. Like a lot of these ones I thought would be hard, but you guys were smart with it. You guys must be watching Rick and Morty as much as I am, and I'm very excited to have you guys all. Thank you very much for participating and supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel anymore, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. And if you want to go the extra mile, get a Patreon subscription. So thanks, guys. And I got 10 more questions here for next time. So we'll do this again soon. Maybe we'll do it again. I want to say like 4 or 5 episodes from now. We also I really want to do a watch along. So if you guys can chat really quickly or message me or comment, I'm going to put it in. I would like to do a watch along where we'll all just throw on an episode of Rick and Morty. We'll all hit play at the same time, and you guys can basically watch the episode with me. We'll laugh. We'll probably watch 2 episodes since we got 45 minutes here on the Rick and Morty Fan Show, which I am going over at the moment. So if you guys are interested in doing a watch along, let me know on that. Let me know on that front too. So I think it would be fun. You probably have to have the DVD or it loaded up on a computer for that. So you'd have to do a little bit of work ahead of time. But yeah, would love to do a watch along of Rick and Morty with you guys. You can all watch Rick and Morty with me. And with that, I would like to say thank you. End of the show. Let's hit the music, guys. I will see you next Tuesday. Or, I mean, you could come for Fandom Empire Live, which is right after this on Fandom Empire. Do we got music? No? What's that, Producer Sean? You want me to stay on for an extra hour? All right. I think Producer Sean fell asleep. Let's just do some more trivia. All right. Question number 1 from next time. What flavor ice cream does Jerry get when Rick gives him money for ice cream at Season 2, Episode 1? DMT says, yes, extra hour. I probably already lost like 3 or 4 people because I said we were leaving, but, you know. What kind of ice cream did Jerry get, guys? Let's see if... Oh, I got a message here during this show. Rocky Road? Rocky Road, vanilla. What do we got? Jody in there with rum raisin. What the heck, Jody? You were able to beat Alan to that one. I think Alan left already. Oh, no, Alan's in there. Yeah, you're right. It was rum raisin because he the cops pulling him over. I can't get caught. This is rum raisin. I actually have a good story of that. I don't know if I should probably tell it. A person that I know, some family, actually once tried to tell me for a while that they could get drunk off of wine gums, and tried to explain to me that he couldn't have them and he couldn't drive after eating wine gums. I also think I'm pretty sure in high school I knew a kid also who claimed to get drunk off of wine gums, but you cannot get drunk off of wine gums, I don't think. So, but yeah, same thing as rum raisin, same joke, same gag. Rum raisin will not get you drunk. Yes, a lot of people spelled raisin wrong. Raisin is hard to spell. Actually, you know what? The person with the correct spelling here for rum raisin is Matt Conway. The more of these questions I rifle off, the more I'm going to have to come up with new ones. These are, you know what? I'll just strike them off since I have no idea where my producer is. He fell asleep. All right, well, let's go. Another question, guys. What type of weapon is used to kill Fart? His name is Fart. He likes the name Fart. What type of weapon is used to kill Fart? All right, let's check here on the answers. Oh, Lance, yeah, a negative on that one, but don't worry about it. Lance just sent me a message, so. Jody in there with. Yes, it was. It was the antimatter gun because as you guys know, Crombopolis Michael comes in and says, my target can't be killed with regular matter. It has to shoot antimatter. So Jody in with that one. Great answer. Jody, I like that. By the way, guys, I'm not marking the score for this one because I'm assuming that I'm not going to be on for another hour, but we're rocking and rolling, so why not keep going for now? And I'll just have to make new questions about these episodes. Who cares? I'm having fun. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm glad We got like 18, 19 people in the chat having fun here. What landmark does Unity recreate for Summer and Morty? So when Unity is a little busy with Rick Sanchez and possibly getting things done that Summer and Morty might not want to see, what landmark does Unity recreate? She recreates a landmark, and it's a landmark from our Earth. From our Earth. I mean, they're not on Earth when it happens. You guys are correct. It is Mount Rushmore. I actually don't remember what Mount. Does it have Summer and Morty's head? What 4 heads are in it? Someone wants to comment in the chat. I don't actually remember what it looks like. I just remember Morty says, "What? They're making Mount Rushmore. We got burgers." Like, he's like, "Stop bothering." And then, of course, Summer is right because the people get fucked over. Well, actually, Summer is wrong because once these people get released from their Unity mind control, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of fucking weird shit that goes on. And obviously, there's a crazy race war between different nipple people. Who knows, guys? That might, maybe the question next week will be about the nipple race war, the great nipple war of whatever year that took place. All right, strike that question off. No, just making more work for me, guys. Jody says it's just Summer and Morty. That would make sense. That was my thing. I was pretty sure it was Summer and Morty, but there's not 4 heads. But Morty does mention that it's Mount Rushmore, or someone mentioned specifically that it's Mount Rushmore. I believe it's Morty, so we can confirm that it was a Mount Rushmore joke. So the first true and false question. So all you have to do is type in true or false. I will only take your first answer to this, so don't really quickly go TF. Okay, so you're gonna have to be quick on the draw for this one. So let's just wait for it. All you have to do is put true or false. Uncle Steve's catchphrase is "We're walking here." Or "I'm walking here" is, they're both the same thing. Uncle Steve's catchphrase is "I'm walking here." True or false? Awesome. Got a plethora of answers here. It is false. Does anyone want to tell me why it's false that Uncle Steve's catchphrase is not "I'm walking here"? You're right. It's not Steve. What's the character called? We are contouring in there. He says it's not Steve. What is the character's actual name that says "We're walking here"? It's not Uncle Steve. It's, just while we're here, not really counting the points, not really. Good exercise for the next Rick and Morty fan show trivia competition. You're right. And Jody in there, you're right. It's Cousin Nikki. Well, he says it's Nikki's. Alan says Cousin Nikki. Lynn says Cousin Vinny. And Melissa says don't know. So, Melissa, I'm actually super happy that you stuck around for the show, even though you probably haven't seen every episode of Rick and Morty. So you're just popping in here for fun. So I really appreciate that, Melissa Todd. Yes, Cousin Nikki. We're walking here. Jesus Christ, we're going to get to season 3. This is probably my fault. Producer Sean probably already told me we were going to be here till that long, and I just fucking forgot it like I forget everything else. We're gonna go till 9:00. We can get another question in. What dinner does Summer make for her parents when she becomes part of the potato-based religion in the episode with the music competition, iced tea. What dinner does Summer prepare for Beth and Jerry? I don't even know if this is mentioned, I don't even know if it's mentioned what dinner she's making, but you can clearly see what's been made for Jerry and Beth by Summer. Contouring with scallop potatoes. Even though it's a potato-based religion, it's not potatoes. It's not even something made with potatoes. Unless you make tacos with potatoes, which you don't. Alex Roof was in there. Matt Conway was in there with the tacos answer. What? Oh, Jody answered before I even said anything? Holy moly, actually, I didn't. Is that? Well, he was the first one to answer. I see that. Nice. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to mark off those questions. I got in my fabled Rick and Morty fan show notes book. This is my book that I use for all my show notes, and I marked down here. Once again, congratulations to Alan for being the trivia champion. And thanks, guys, for sticking around, having a great show. It was a great chat. Thank you for all the super chats. Big thanks to Matt Conway. If you can, sign up for my Patreon if you want to, see my extra show at the end of May. It can cost you as little as $3, I think American, but $3 on the Patreon. It's in the link up there. It's already been thrown up there if you want to go and check that out. Thank you, guys. If you want to see more of me and possibly me being a jackass and bothering everyone else on the show, you can check me out at Fandom Empire Live on Fandom Empire right after this. Please go there if you want to see more and subscribe, guys. Subscriptions are key. They make us they make our shit show up on YouTube. They make all the bitches fucking get the shit, and I don't even know what I'm saying, but I know they do something. Producer Sean, the technical guy, tells me that subscriptions are important. I actually don't fucking know. I don't know shit about it, but I know it's good. I know he says it's good. All right. That's the show for tonight, guys. Thank you very much. See you guys later. You can check me out on Rick and Morty Fan Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah, that's right. But I think you guys are, pretty much everyone here is on the Facebook, so you guys know the Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, though, if you look up Rick and Morty Fan Show. See you guys later. Let's get the fucking music this time.
Play something. Somebody play something.
Oh, shit, oh. It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pickle Rick show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty Fan Show, bitch.
Play something. Somebody play something.
Oh, shit, oh. It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pickle Rick show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty Fan Show.